Have you been sucked into this program yet?
Have you received that message from the long lost friend? You know, the one that contacts you on Facebook Messenger and sends you a message just like this. You make the arrangement to meet for coffee and everything doesn't turn out quite the way you think it's going to. As far as you're concerned, you're just meeting your friend that you haven't seen for a long time, but she has other plans for you. She starts off explaining that she's joined a business and in the last 5 to 6 months she's made quite a lot of money. From what you've told her, she knows that you are struggling, so now she is going to try and persuade you to join this wonderful company. This wonderful company that you've joined is an MLM, a multi-level marketing company. And to be fair, there are hundreds of them around. You probably even know a few, but you may not know what an MLM really means. As we go on through this video, you're going to find out more and more about how this type of company works. You tell her you'll think about it, and you go home and you discuss it with your husband. The reason that you and your husband have been so proactive in wanting to join this company is the big lure, the promise that you can earn a 6-figure income.
I was on my way to being a millionaire.
And the fact that it doesn't involve very much work. So even though you're spending time with your children and you are working from home, most of your time is taken up with being with your children and not actually running this business. When she contacts you again,
it takes 4 to 6 exposures for the average person to make a decision.
You say, yes, I'd love to join. The things that have got you excited about joining this company is the fact that you can be your own boss, that you can work from home, you can stay with your children, and the biggest bonus is you can get money from doing all of those things. You buy the kit and you wait anxiously for it to arrive and you're super excited. When it comes, it's full of products from the company and it's only cost you $99. You start going through the process of recruitment. So you're told to contact 5 people a day from your friends list and just send them a simple message like your friend did. It's as easy as that. Some people say no straight away because they know a little bit more than you about what this business is. But you're not deterred because you have been reading all of the self-help and motivation books that your friend recommended to you, and at the moment your spirits are sky high. You start putting posts on social media about your new job and how wonderful it is to work from home and how much money you're earning, and people start reaching out to you to ask you all about the opportunity. You explain to them all about it, and some of them even join and buy a starter kit from you. So that's it, you're on your way. You don't necessarily have to sell the product, but what you do have to do in order to earn real money is to recruit people.
They really pushed recruiting, not so much sales at all.
In order for you to stay in this business, every month you have to buy your own inventory if you haven't recruited enough people. So after a few months, you're quite a bit out of pocket, but you're still getting people to recruit. And a few of them have taken to the business like a duck to water, and they are recruiting their own downline. And you are getting a slice of the action every time that happens. You haven't made much money yet, but what you have made is better than not making any money at all. Then you are invited to the annual seminar, and you are surrounded by people just like yourself who are super motivated.
You're important to us.
It is the sisterhood. It is the camaraderie. It is
The law of attraction rules the universe.
And can't wait to attend. The people at the seminar are very supportive, and they have people up on the stage that explain how much money they've made and how they're earning 6 figures and how easy it is for you to do. I mean, how difficult can it be just to speak to 5 people every day? You are led to believe that all you need to do is contact 5 or 10 people a day. That doesn't sound too difficult until you think to yourself, well, how many people do I actually know? And once you've exhausted the people that you know, then you are going to actually be contacting total strangers. You're going to be sending them friend requests on Facebook and then pitching them your business. That is going to cause one problem. The other problem is going to be explained by this mathematician.
By just recruiting 3 or 4 or 5, let's say, 5, then you let the 5 do their 5. That gives you 25. What they don't show you is that you could only do that 13 cycles.
Because you now have a downline, you are responsible for running Zoom calls, and you are at the top of the pyramid. And everybody else is underneath you. They hang on your every word, so motivation from you has to be massive. In the back of your mind, when you started this business, there was something that just didn't feel quite right. You couldn't quite put your finger on it, but you knew there was something. After 6 or so months, lots of your downline have left, and you've only got a few people now, and the people that have left are no longer your friends, and they no longer wish to speak to you. Start to pay more attention to what you're being told, that you're just putting things on social media, and basically what you're doing is faking it until you make it. And that doesn't quite sit right with you. Self-doubt creeps in more and more. But when you try to speak to your upline, they just don't want to know. They're telling you it's you. You're not working hard enough. You're not motivated enough. You don't believe in the company enough. You haven't spent enough money. You need to buy more inventory. You need to have 5 of everything. And everything that is going wrong is all down to you. It's got absolutely nothing to do with the company or the way it's run. It's all you. You've reached the point now where you don't quite believe anymore, and you do something that you should have actually done in the first place, and that is some research regarding this company. When you've been talking to people on Messenger, they've asked you, is this a pyramid scheme? And you said no. But to be honest, you didn't really know what a pyramid scheme was. But now you've done the research and you find out that yes, it is. So now what are you left with? You have
that little pyramid scheme thing that you almost got terminated for last year. You're now an entrepreneur.
Inventory that nobody wants to buy, and you're in the position where nobody wants to join your business. You didn't think for 1 minute that this multi-level marketing company could in any way have anything wrong with it, because it's actually been around for 50 years. You remember when you were growing up that your mum used to have people come round to the house and demonstrate Tupperware, and all these ladies used to come along and buy it.
It's a Tupperware party, and it's really fun. The girls get together and meet their old friends and make some new ones. Then there's a demonstration by one of the Tupperware dealers who lives in your community.
To you, it was just a little get-together between friends, and a little bit of money changed hands. But in actuality, even Tupperware is an MLM. All of these companies work in exactly the same way. They're aimed predominantly at women, and at least 70% of every MLM company is all women. Why do they prey on women? Well, because majoritively women want to stay at home with their children, and they also want to contribute to the household income. Finding someone who is naive is going to be the best way for you to move forward in this company. But it just doesn't feel right. You yourself have got yourself into debt. Run up your credit card. Your garage is full of stock that you can't sell.
Inventory from a consultant who is leaving the company. She agreed to show us boxes of products she said she bought to keep her status.
So why on earth would you want to drag one of your friends into this kind of business? You tell your upline that you've had enough and you want to leave this company. And instead of the upline being supportive and understanding, they start shaming you. All of those so-called people from the seminar that were all rooting for you and were all behind you, none of them want anything to do with you anymore because you are leaving the company. So what friends you did have when you first joined it are now no longer your friends because you were pressured into trying to recruit them, and even when they said no, you were told that no didn't mean no. But for them, no did mean no, and now they're not your friends. The people from the MLM are not your friends. So now you're left with nobody and mounting debt. The FTC has fined lots of MLM companies over the years, and not just a few thousand, but millions of dollars. How a pyramid scheme works.
The simplest way to explain an MLM or a multi-level marketing company is that they recruit individual retailers to sell a product. And then those retailers recruit other retailers.
Now come to realise that you have been manipulated by a step-by-step process that has been going on for years. And don't get me wrong, there are people in MLMs that make money, but they are only the top 3%. There was a distributor for the LuLaRoe company, and she paid $5,000 for her kit, and over time she rose up to one of the highest levels in the company, and she was earning more than $50,000 a month. But from that money, she was encouraged to live an extravagant lifestyle. So she was buying expensive clothes and expensive handbags. She bought her house and she bought expensive cars. And then when it all went wrong, this happened.
Let my house go.
Your circumstances dictated that you joined this MLM company. And obviously you trusted your friend. She's been your friend since you went to nursery school. So you believed everything she said. But now you found out that she wasn't really your friend. All she was somebody in a multi-level marketing company that took advantage of you. The reason MLM companies get away with the way they run their business, even though they are technically pyramid schemes, is because they do actually sell a product. When a company concentrates more on recruitment than it does on selling, then that is classed as a classic pyramid scheme. Before joining an MLM company, you need to put in some research and find the company's last year's figures. And to be perfectly honest with you, for every company's figures that I've ever seen, they do make pretty dismal reading, and they are enough to put off even the best sellers out there. It's been proven that 96% of people that join a multi-level marketing company lose money. The people at the top make money
They made 2.3.
and the people at the bottom make zero. I cannot say 100% that all MLM companies are the same, but one thing is for certain, the way they run their business differs very little. The best advice that I can give you is that no matter how good it sounds and how much you get harassed by your friend to join this company, you must simply do your own due diligence. Carry out your own research. The answers are not difficult to find. All you have to do is look on Google and also go on YouTube, and you will see many videos of people that have left MLM companies and the reasons why, and you will also see videos of people with shelves and garages full of stock that they now cannot get rid of. If it doesn't feel right to you, then just say, no, this is not for me. If your friend is actually a real friend, then she will accept that you've said no and still be your friend. My name's Lisa. I'd like to thank you for staying to the end of the video.